Here we go. So this is going to be recorded for those that want to watch it again for additional notes or people that didn't make the show. But the bottom line is the connectivity of taking everything we've done over the last 4 to 5 years now. So over the last 4 or 5 years, we've been working on different types of mobile devices, the app, the social platforms, keeping current matters. So what this is going to do is through a very user-friendly menu and very easy to distribute, is going to enable you to connect all the dots. And what's great about connecting the dots is it's all going to be visible and the resources are usable through this beautiful little app. So starting with your application. I mean, we all know what Lighthouse is all about. We're all excited about how Lighthouse has now come around to being able to be our mobile device for everything that we need, from pricing our pipeline to writing a loan. Okay, so that's going to be a direct link for customers to get in. This is for customers, not, I mean, you can get in and log in, but this is for customers. And this is how they're going to go in on and do a loan application. As far as the next one, your rate quote. So what we're doing here is utilizing the menu that we have available from your website, which is only associated to you. We're not sending anybody out of the box to go to a resource at our advisor's website for like a rate quote that isn't under your landing page. That's so important. We're not doing any of that stuff. Everything's all about you and only you. So we know in our drop-down menu, we can give people an opportunity to request a rate quote and go through the process with that platform. The next platform, calculators. And again, these aren't the calculators that belong to advisors. These are your calculators under your landing page. So everything works as far as that goes. The reviews are a big one. Some of you have hundreds of reviews. The best toy soldier you could have out in the field representing you are your reviews. And they need to be promoted as much as possible. And if anybody wants to ask in the sidebar, I have a great campaign to promote reviews as single social campaigns done up in a little nice flyer with the connectivity to drive traffic back to all your reviews. So the instant home value platform, now that one, of course, unless you have your own, is the default for advisors. And for those that don't know, if somebody puts in their information there, they get an instant home value. I send them as the admin on the account a thank you and how did you get the link for those that use the default. Okay, you're keeping current matters. All comes up within the menu for your home buying guides. This is your prospecting tool. Your organic leads come from people filling out this form and downloading your seasonal home buying or selling guide, which is just so cool that it's accessible there. And you can share anything from KCM, their videos, their blogs, their e-guides, all from this little mobile app. Once you've opened it up, you can share it. You can even go into the video library, go to pre-approval or go to rates, you know, as far as what's going on in the industry. It's just a fluff from keeping current matters with some, I say a fluff in regards, not rate specific, but it's definitely great information that's on track with the industry as it's happening. So as we go through here, you can play a video or you can even text somebody the video if it's something that's helpful. Now, this is an important one here. As we build this card out, and the reason I'm fascinated by the card is because I also got to add some additional features such as any type of a PDF flyer that's an informational piece. If we embed it in here, even though that may look like it's small as far as the print there, the next slide shows you that when you click on it, it opens up the full PDF within the phone that you're able to then go through all of the content. And this was important because if somebody wants a direct link to Fix It Mortgage website, we can do that. And some people would rather just have the information in a screen like this so that they can sell the product direct and it's all still only branded to them. But additional resources at the website are available, and you can also have a click-through if you want one, but at least you have this great informational piece to cover the outline of Fix It Mortgage. So that was a big one. Going into Facebook, we have a new little template design, and we also have a campaign to launch your new e-card. So your e-card is going to be able to be launched through your social platforms, which I'm going to create a flyer for you. Of course, it's going to have your QR code. You can put it on all of your social with LinkedIn and Instagram, Facebook, etc. But you can also go reach out to Ava when we're all finished and we have our pieces together, and they can e-blast it out to all your contacts to share. And then you're going to get the analytics of the activity of people downloading it and sharing it to others. And we'll get into all of that. At the end of this, and I'm going to go here.
Pre-approval is a strategic move.
Hold on. Share.
It's important to have a great opening play as a homebuyer. That's why getting pre-approved early is critical. It helps you know your true price range by showing you what you're approved to borrow. And it lets sellers know you mean business. Pre-approval allows you to look for a home with greater confidence and demonstrates to the seller that you're a serious buyer. Freddie Mac. Let's connect so you have a strategy in place to help you feel confident in your home search. Contact your advisor's mortgage loan officer today to discuss the current market in more detail and to learn what you qualify for. We're happy to help.
Okay, so we're happy to help. So the idea, guys, is when you're purchasing this plan with this Pro, and that's the plan that you have to purchase, you end up, and we're going to get to the next slide on cost, but you're going to have the availability to put in PDFs, the availability to put in your own featured video. This just happens to be a generic one that we're using now as far as to get pre-approved and to promote that. But if you were to either have your own video that you want to put in there introducing yourself, or if you want to use a different Keeping Current Matters video, we can do that. But we can design this to your specifications as we tweak it. Now, as I say, as we tweak it, with as many people that's going to be requesting this at one time, I'm going to roll out the basic version with the basic features from all of your website tools and Keeping Current Matters. Above and beyond that, we can tweak it after it's been released and you've used it for a little bit. The big thing, the big rollout is going to be this. You're going to be able to go to your realtor partner and say, hey, I've got a new shiny penny for you. I mean, this is what, your 2024 marketing is going to be all about as far as enhancing your strategy. Let's talk about getting into the new digital business card. When I brand it all out, and we've already done several of these, and the agents are posting the flyer as you see it, brand it out to the loan officer, the realtor, and then when people click on get pre-approved from the realtor's card, so we'll just use this one as an example. Here's the realtor's card, okay? And in here, you got the Remax video. I also can set it up that you can do Zoom meetings, one person to another. Somebody opens up your app, you initiate a Zoom meeting, they can click on it and they can go right into the Zoom meeting. But I just went through most of this menu. It's the same for realtors with Keeping Current Matters. But the big one for the loan officer, as soon as we click on get pre-approved, it's going to be the loan officer associated with that agent. So this is really going to be big. They don't have these at this point with all the connectivity and everything that we're really putting on the table here. So it's going to be a big one. Let's go into the program and then we'll open it up to questions. So the program starts like this. In order for me to be able to provide fulfillment on this in a timely fashion, it's got to be really organized and it's got to be well planned. At this point, the templates are all set. We put it out on the streets. We've worked out maybe some small bugs, etc. But this presentation today is going to be emailed to everybody. So you have the PDF. You can follow the 1 through 8. But the big thing is you've got click on hi, hello is the company. They are now approved with advisors. So you don't have any concerns with compliant that way. The template that's been created is compliant that I roll out for you when I build your card. I'm asking you to go out to Hi Hello and follow the directions to create the card. There is an option. There's several options here, but the two to be pay attention to is the first one is the free option. It's not an option at this time for this card to be created for our LOs. There's limitations on the branding, on the functionality. There's just too many hurdles in order to do the free version. So the next version is at $72 for the year, for the annual. Be sure to go down to the bottom menu and click annual to get the $6 a month, $72 charge. That's for the year. Or if you keep it on monthly, it's going to be the $8 charge. So you go there, you sign up, use your credit card, etc. And then we go into, if you have any questions, the whole layout about this program and why we picked this particular digital card when there's probably, 5 or 10 of them that are very popular out there that may be doing the job, but this is the one we selected and this is the one we're working with. So I'm going to email a release. We all know how it goes with the who needs, a flyer, etc. And when I email the release, it's going to say who needs an advisor's e-card. And at that point, on Tuesday the 28th, the morning, you're going to reply back with your username and password for your professional plan that you've already set up. And then I can run with the ball. And at that point, I'm figuring it's a 7 to 10 day turn time if I've estimated it right. And if people do what I need them to do is not sign on, get the free version and anticipate me being able to do the free, because it doesn't work that way. All right, so we've got a chat. I'm trying, okay, you're in. Okay, so we're all good. So let's open it up to questions. You can take the mute off and let me know what questions you have.
Bill, I have a question. Do they have to have the person that I want them to take my QR code to import it as a contact into their cell phone? Do they need the Hi Hello program, or is there a way for it to go right into their contacts?
It doesn't go into their contacts. They would download Hi Hello and create that platform, but they can always view your link. So we're making it so that they can open your card either by the QR code or by a bit.ly, or everyone's going to have a domain, advisorsecard.com/ your initials, so that you could tell somebody driving down the road to use it that way. And then if you have the app, and that's what everyone has to do. So the 3 steps here, I covered 2. You go on, you create, you purchase, and the third, which is important, and this is what Jerry's pointing out to, when somebody gets your e-card on your phone and an access to it, they're going to have a chance to download it. So it would download it as the Hi Hello app contact. It doesn't override your current contacts, but there's also a way to send out the app to all of your Google contacts that they'll have a streamline of updating their contacts. So we're going to work on that one in more detail, Jerry, as we build into this. So everybody, don't forget, if you are going forward with this, go to your app on your mobile device and be sure to download the Hi Hello app.
Hey, Bill?
Yep.
Yeah, you said the one standard cost was $72. Are there more expensive versions, and are they worth it? What was the situation? I can't read that.
Yeah.
That's important, just so you know.
Great question. And the answer is no, Mike. The other programs are for when a company purchases 50 to 100 licenses or more. The other
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
The answer is for $6. You've got the best program they offer.
Okay.
And the important part is the creativity and the technology that we bring in advisors to make this thing have a big bang to it, not just a digital card with a name and address and telephone number and stuff.
Now, we're going to do this. You said something about the 28th. I don't know why. You're talking about Tuesday the 28th. What's that all about?
Tuesday the 28th, to make it fair to everybody, to give everybody a chance to go out, make your purchase, get your username and password together. Tuesday morning, I'm going to release a who needs. That enables me for my emails to know under one header what everything's going. That's how I do my
Sure.
flyers and everything.
Sure.
So first come, first serve. You know, you want to have that ready. When that email goes out Tuesday morning, you want to reply back. I do. Here's my username and password for the pro.
Gotcha. Understood.
I'm just trying to be as organized up front and set expectations up front that I can deliver this product in a timely fashion without any surprises. And I think I've gotten it there because we've done some programs. We've knocked some out of the park already, and we're getting. One of the realtors has over 1,400 views of hers from her social campaign and selling it out to her sphere. And now the number of downloads is what we're working on to see how the functionality goes with viewing it or downloading it. So we're working on this. Any other questions, guys? There's a lot of opportunity to make your card personalized to you. If you've liked a certain flyer that's on our advisors marketingflyers.com, maybe it's the bond program, whatever it is. If you want me to personalize a specific flyer and a tab for that flyer, it's going to work just like we did when I showed the Fix It Mortgage flyer. It's going to be your flyer with your information on it to sell whatever you want to do. And it's not limited to one PDF either. We can do, more than one PDF on the menu. Any other questions? We got.
Are you sending us that link, that hi hello link?
Yeah, I'm sending this whole presentation out as it is, and everything's hot on the actual PDF.
Yeah, Bill, also that stuff you were going through on the app, was that on this application or was that Lighthouse? That was all this application, right?
This just connects. All this does is connect what's on our advisors website for loan officers. And what that means is when somebody's using mobile or creating an application, they're going to be able to initiate. Here, I'll show you. They would initiate the Lighthouse watch. Here we go. Everybody can see that, okay? Right?
It's tough to see, Bill. Could you make that bigger? I'm having a tough time seeing
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can. Let's see. There we go. All right. How's that? Better?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
okay. And if your window is small, you can also open your window. But here's the menu. And this is what's interactive with our current advisor's website. So this is the desktop version of what it would look like here, but it doesn't look anything like that in the mobile platform. It'll look like my demonstration of what I showed, which is the blown up version. And when it comes to the application process, that's when you'll see it works with Lighthouse and all of those features. But all of these features are only tied to each individual LO. This is our calculators right within her section of her landing page. It's not like, okay. All right. So to answer your question here, Mike, yeah, your Lighthouse experience comes from when people on your mobile device initiate an app, and that opens up Lighthouse.
But when you showed the calculators before and everything else, that was Lighthouse or this application?
This application, nothing's this application. This is only really a window pulling resources inside.
Gotcha.
So when we go to mortgage calculators, it's only going to go out to our mortgage calculators on our website and then pull them in for mobile use. So
Gotcha.
This is what it looks like on a desktop if somebody was on the app. But if we look at it from my presentation, everything is blown up to where there's you go. There's Lighthouse. They start an application. Your process begins in your end. The easy peasy display and entering data because it's blown up for ease for a cell phone. Drop down menus, request a rate quote. What are we doing here? Mortgage
calculator. Lighthouse, Bill, right? Is my point.
This is all Lighthouse.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. It's just not the app of Hi Hello. Hi Hello is just a window frame.
Understood.
There you go.
Got it, buddy. Thank you, Bill.
Yep, you got it. Any other questions? Anybody questions about how your realtors are going to people
Yeah.
have access to it? Does anybody have any input on what do you think this will be as a tool for the realtors? Do you think this is something that you're going to be able to, contact them, send them your e-card and say, hey, how can we help?
Yeah,
I love it.
Bill, let me understand. I'm going to see if I understood this correctly. So everyone that would get this would have to download an app, in the App
Yeah.
Store, iTunes or whatever?
When it comes up, they'll have an option. When it comes up on their phone, they'll have an option to download the actual card, and they can either view it without having the back end of hi, hello. But if they want the contact to stay in their phone, on their phone, then they hit save contact. And then that saves a new platform. Like if you want to try it, right? If anybody wants to try it now, you can download mine and see what it looks like. Or you can try this agents out right now. Which would you, if you want to try this realtors out and see what it's like?
Put up yours.
Mine. Okay. So if you go to mine is just going to be my QR code right there in the bottom.
Pre-approval is a strategic move when you're buying a
So
home.
in the right-hand corner, does that come up for you okay, or do I have to blow it up?
That's actually Francesca's, not yours.
The one that's on my card down here or up here? Hers is the big one. Mine's down on the bottom.
I got it, Bill.
Okay.
Pre-approval is a strategic move.
What do you want us to click on, Bill? I got yours right now.
Okay. So what's the option there? It says,
All of them.
huh?
Mortgage calculators, instant home value.
Well, that's all. Yeah, you're all good. That's my card. So we probably already did this at the show, which is why you've got the full view of the card. If I send it to you new, did you just click on the QR code, Mike?
I did, yes, Bill. That's how I got it.
Okay. So do you already have hi, hello, because we met at the show in your phone, and it's probably just bringing up my app. It didn't give you the option to download it.
Correct.
Yeah, you already have it. How about you, Greg? You're muted, Greg. Sorry.
It's not in my contacts. I said add it to contacts, and it didn't ask me to, unless it's emailing me something.
So what it should do is enable you to view it only, or add to contacts, and then it should have put on and I'll do another work section on how this operates as far as to download it.
Yeah, I could view it, and then if
Yeah.
I hit save contact,
It won't save contacts until you download the app. So it should have given you maybe it gave you an opportunity to download the app first when it first came over to you, or no?
no, there's no mention of downloading an app on mine. It says receive via, it says email or text, and it says or add to contacts. So I click add to contacts.
Here, George, we've got Jason plugging in here. When you click save contacts, you will get a pop-up. Then click add to contacts and download contact. It goes straight to your phone app as an optional. It's a VSP file. So I guess the question would be, Jason, if you're listening, how do people access that VCF file once it's downloaded? I think that's where the disconnect is. If they don't have hi, hello already downloaded. Are you there, Jason? You can unmute.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Thank you very much. Yeah, and I appreciate you stepping in, Jason.
Yeah, I just tried it out. Basically, when you say download the file, it downloads a .vcf file, and as soon as it downloads, it says open, and when you hit open, it'll say do you want it in your contacts or on your phone, and that's it. It's added.
And then how do you find it again? Is it in your default contacts, or is it somewhere else?
Yeah, for me, it just imported right into my regular contacts.
Did it
You
really?
know what? Mine did the same. I did it with Francesca, and it just a thing shows up asking me what I want to import it to. So yeah, it comes right in. I guess that was
perfect.
easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so when you import contact, it'll show any Gmail accounts, but then it
That's
also
cool.
shows, It also
Yeah.
says phone, so I can import it into one of my 5 emails or directly to the phone.
Perfect. Thank you
And
so much for stepping in, Jason. I appreciate the save.
I got you, Bill. You know this.
I know, always. I appreciate it. So Greg, you might have to work a little bit on that and we'll go through it again, but the connectivity is there for it. In other words, this company's been around for 5 years and they've got tens of thousands of apps out there. So I'm sure it works. Just a matter of me really getting, in fact, I'm going to save what you did here. That was a good one. Thank you very much, Jason.
Yeah,
All
I don't
right.
see-
Any other questions
Cool.
out there?
It's really cool, Bill. Thanks. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit, and I'm gonna have a couple of my friends, once we make it, I'm gonna send it over to a couple of realtors I know real well and just have them and get input from them.
Yep, you'll iron it out. And if you want to download mine, and like I said, and play with the menu with mine, that'll save you from doing anything else with the realtor or whatever. Okay.
Well,
All
thanks,
right, guys.
Bill.
Buying a home.
I think that's about it. Unless anybody's got any questions, I think this is going to be a nice new way to get out there and talk to your agents about something we can do that's different. And they might be able to get it somewhere else, but they won't get the whole package because remember, you're not just promoting this little digital card. When you're making that introduction, I'm going to share them. I'm going to share our expertise with the Facebook business page, with the Keeping Current Matters, everything that makes this card really fly versus just a typical contact card. Okay. All right. I think that's a wrap. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Yep. Greg, you okay? You want to work a little?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just, I'm not seeing it. I did
Okay.
everything, Jason said and everything it's telling me to do. I don't see it. I see your old contact in here, but not this one.
Not the new one. All right.
Greg, Bill, do you mind if I help him real quick? I was just
Not
messing
at
around
all.
with this and I think I know how to help him.
Who's this?
It's
Who we
Kevin.
got? Yeah, sure.
Hey Greg, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
Jason.
So what kind of phone are you using?
iPhone.
iPhone? All right, cool. So when you scan the QR code that's on the one right now for Jackie Jumper, and you hit the save contact, and then you get to the option of receive via email or add to contacts, and then it's going to bring up the got it, add to contacts, and you click on that, and then it pulls up what looks like the contact form. You see that on my phone on the screen? You find my window, and if not,
Yes.
that's fine.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so scroll all the way to the bottom and then click on create new contact.
Oh, I thought it just automatic. Okay,
That's
so
what I thought too. And I was going back through and I was like, where did Francesca, Bill, and Jackie go? Yeah, there's just that one extra step at the bottom just to make sure that it gets put into the phone.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So let me just
Yeah. Yeah, because I was having that problem, and then I just noticed at the bottom you just have to click create new contact, and then you're in, or then they're in, or you're in on their end.
Is it under William or Bill?
Should be William. I mean, that's what I go by. Wouldn't think it's Bill.
Yeah, because if you scan, Bill, can you pull up a slide with yours on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I go to contact, oh, wait,
There we go.
I'm sorry, I'm looking for William, but it's Jackie I just downloaded.
Let's see.
Yeah,
You want
that's
Mike?
just like as an example.
You want my QR code or my card?
I got your. I pulled up
see
your
it, but
your
I'm
QR
sorry.
code, and I got the contact now, and then go to the bottom of that, and you should be good. And then you click create new contact, or you can add it to an existing contact. So if you already have Bill and you want to add all that stuff to it,
Yeah,
you can
that's the
add
big thing to
existing
do.
contact. That way you don't have too many duplicates floating around your phone.
You know what, Kev? You and I can work on a nice little Zoom demonstration of that, recording the slides as we do that, because that is maybe a little tricky for some people, and it would be
Yeah.
helpful to be able to walk through that. So
For
I'll
sure.
work with you on that for sure, Kevin. I appreciate you stepping up, helping out there with that. You too, Jason. Thank you.
Pleasure, Bill.
That
Anytime.
worked, thanks. Yeah.
I'm gonna recede back, but
Yep.
good job, Bill. It's a great show.
Thank you. And Greg, you're in good shape now. It works.
No, I see all the links and everything, but I don't see the card like Francesca's that's up on the thing. It's just showing, and I did add it to the contacts. Well, it's not gonna show.
Okay. So is there, yeah, I hear you. So there's not there's not a link to open her card within the contacts, her high-low account?
Well, don't you get all the links to all the corresponding things within
Yeah,
her
but what he's
contacts
saying
phone?
is all the correspondence is there, but her actual card to originate. See, once you have the high-low app in the phone, then it comes up as an icon. Then you just click it and her app opens up. But what he's saying is from the contacts, how can you initiate the card to open? Oh, and what that might mean is, I wonder if setting up a tab for her high-low card would make sense when I'm setting up. I don't know. I have to give that some extra thought. You know what I mean? If it's dropping the contact information, it's dropping websites. And I'll tell you what her website is jjecard.com. If that was in your menu and you could click on as a live link, it would open up her card.
Yeah, it works. I mean, all the data's there. It just doesn't look
Yeah.
fancy like Francesca's.
Yeah, and it would go to, if you would, Greg, go to your browser for me.
Okay.
And just go to your W's and then go to jjecard.com.
In a browser, I'm not seeing
Yeah.
it. Sorry.
No, that opens right. That should open right up. That's her domain. So in any browser, if you go in www.jjecard.com, that brings up her card.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I just not to be negative, but I just don't. I mean, I'm trying to figure it out. I can't see anybody, but the data's there. The data's there. It just doesn't look good like that.
Well, it's not supposed to. It's supposed you to see my screen with a card. That's what it looks like. So in your browser, you've got to be able to put in www.jjecard.com, and it brings up her.
Yeah, it brings it up that way. Yeah, it does bring up hers that way. But
Yeah.
I thought it would be in the phone under your contact.
It will be when you get the high-low app. When you download the high-low app, you'll end up by having a index of people with the high-low app. But what, to our point that's just come out with you and Kevin going through this, is what I could do is add a tab with that direct link that you just opened, the www.jjecard, and then you would have access to that from the menu to open her card. We'll give it some thought. You know, it's new. We're going to have some workarounds. We're going to have some ideas, but to have everything in here, and once we figure out how easy it is to distribute it, it should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, but good questions, and I appreciate you asking.
No, it's good. I mean, all the data is there, so I could click on your website. I could click on pre-approval or whatever. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
Bill, what's your e-card, Bill?
Mine is the my name, just William McLennan.com. I make it pretty easy. So if somebody doesn't want to buy a domain for $20, that's another story, but then they'll have a default with advisorsecard.com/ in your initial.
Oh, okay, so that went right to your card if you do it that way. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you buy the domain, you can
If you
have,
buy a domain, it would be your initials, ecard.com.
got it. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I have your contact in my phone now, but it just so if I ever wanted to go to the e-card, I just put in your name.com. Okay. And that would take me.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's cool.
But I think what we got out of this is if it's just gonna populate the links and it's not gonna initiate the actual card unless you have the high-low app, then a good idea that came out of this is to set up a tab with the hot link for my e-card. That way, when it downloads and populates data, it's in there and you would just click on my e-card
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
as a workaround. That would be great. Until they have the high-low app, which I think most people would start downloading the high-low app.
Okay, awesome. All right,
All right,
thanks for
guys.
the time. Appreciate it.
Thank
All right.
you.
Good question and answers, Kevin. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Thanks
Thanks,
everybody
Kevin.
for the input. Have a good day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
But Bill, man, if you want to workshop some things on this and kind of pound out
Yeah.
some of the trouble spots, definitely let me know.
Yeah, it's a definite, Kev. I'll after Thanksgiving with my release. The release is the 28th. I get 7 to 10 days to get people their stuff. I would probably like to talk to you like on the right around that week, the 29th or the 30th. Maybe we can do a little dog and pony show within Zoom and record it to show people. And what I'll do is I'll add that tab for the e-card and see if it helps with it being populated so people can access it from the menu.
Right, because the idea is make it as simple as possible. One or two clicks, and then they have everything they need.
Yeah, I mean, what really would have been cool that I don't know why it's not an option or why it didn't happen is if somebody downloads a card, it would have been incredible if it would just drop the home. It would have dropped a icon on the home screen.
Right.
Then it's
I'm gonna play around with it a little bit my own with the app on my phone and whatnot.
Yeah.
And see what I can kind of come up with, and maybe
I
there's some
appreciate it.
stuff that I noticed that maybe went overlooked or something. But I'll put my millennial Gen Z brain on for that.
Yeah, work it because I'm a one-man band here with this, except for when people step up like you, and I appreciate the help. All right.
All right, man. Well,
All right, Louis.
great show. I'll catch you.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you for your time, man.
You're
Kevin.
welcome. Thank you for hanging out.
All right, man. Have a good one. Thank you for
Bye,
the
everybody.
information.